Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, my name is Francesca and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you about my audition for The Voice. Let's get started.
Houston, we have a problem.
My cherry cola, she gon' keep me sober. Let me keep it closer, bubbly like a soda, sweeter than a champagne, smoother than a
Recently just got back from Texas. My audition was the 17th of February in Houston. I went with my Mimi and we had such an amazing time. Alright, so funny story. One of the clips that I wanted to put into this video somehow is deleted from my camera. I don't know where it is. So this video isn't so choppy and doesn't look weird. It just like goes right into one point. What I'm basically going to be talking about is my experience with The Voice. Every little thing that happened to me while I was there. I can give you some insight of what happens in the first round. I was really lucky because I made it past the first round. I'm just going to jump into like little tips and, you know, just some confidence boosting advice for you when you decide to go and audition. Hopefully this video was helpful and you're able to kill it at your audition. But if you're just interested about the whole process and what happens all before you go on TV and get to meet Blake, Adam, Alicia Keys, and Kelly Clarkson, and all of those awesome people, this video just gives you a little insight about all of that. You actually have to go through 3 rounds before you get to meet the judges that we all know and love on TV. So without further ado, let's get back to that video and yeah. Catch you later. Bye. Being prepared is so important. All you need to do for the first round is have a verse and a chorus to any song you want. As long as you're comfortable with it, it can be pop, it can be country, R&B, musical theater, opera, I don't know. They're looking for a voice. They're looking for something special and unique. And you gotta go in thinking that that's you. So going off of that, you have to go in confident too. This was not my first time auditioning for The Voice. I did it about 4 years ago. I was 16, but when I went into that audition, I came in with a song that I liked, and I sang it all the time, but I really didn't practice and rehearse it. And I also went in with an outfit that I just really didn't feel myself in. As a 16-year-old, I just wasn't totally comfortable with myself, I guess. And I realized auditioning the second time that it was completely different. I came in with a song that I had rehearsed with my vocal coach for 2 months. Once I found out where the audition was, and I knew that I had to start practicing. We picked a song right away, picked a couple songs, just in case like I had to sing another one. I ended up singing If You Leave Me Now by Charlie Puth, and then if they wanted me to sing another song, I was gonna sing You Don't Do It For Me Anymore by Demi Lovato. And so both of those songs I practiced religiously. When I wasn't with my vocal coach, I was singing it in my car. When I wasn't in my car, I was singing it in the shower. I came in with an outfit I felt like a boss in, and my hair was nice, my makeup was nice, I felt like me. Only thing that I was insecure about was how are they going to pick like only 100 people out of 5,000 or 6,000? Like, how do I make myself different enough for them to pick me? And that was just running through my head because in the back of my head, I'm just like, no, you're special. You got this. I'm gonna do the best I can, and if they like it, then awesome. So this is how my day went. I woke up at 4 in the morning for my 7 o'clock audition. Now, just because you sign up for a 7 a.m. audition, that does not mean that you're gonna get in at 7 o'clock. I got to the Minute Maid Park, and it was 10 till 7. And the line had already wrapped around the building, and then some, and then some, and then some more. I stood in line for a total of 8 hours because I wasn't actually done with everything until almost 2 o'clock. It's just like going to Disney World. You're gonna wait in line for hours for what feels like a 5-second ride because this audition's gonna go like that. I was singing to myself at one point and I was just doing some vocal warm-ups, and then I heard like other people doing the same vocal warm-ups as me, and I was just like, oh, do we want to do this together? Is that what we're doing? And then we were all singing together and it was fun. So then once I actually got inside the building, we finally were sitting down. We were in like the actual baseball fields, just in the chairs and stuff. But I was sitting right where the roof ended and it started pouring. So a lot of people in my row and below me got up and moved. There was like 50 people, and we were all kind of like freaking out because we were just, did we lose our spot in line? Like, are we gonna be able to like go when we were supposed to go? I saw a guy with a headset and I was just like, ooh, knows what he's doing. I'm gonna ask, he looks professional. And I said basically like, did I just lose my spot in line? Because I didn't want to get drenched and everybody else moved, so what do I do? He's like, well, I'm going to be taking 35 people soon, so you can just jump in line with them. We all went upstairs, and then they section you off into groups of 10. You go and see your little audition room. There's like a taped X, and you had to stand on that, and that's where you were singing, and that was your stage. When you go in, you have to give them this ticket that says your name and like where you're from. I was one of the last people to go, so when everybody was finished, she said, thank you guys so much for coming. I would like to have this person and Francesca stay behind. I'd love to talk to you. I was just sitting there like, all right, this is happening. This is crazy. Freaking out in my head. I was just like, but outside I was just like, stay chill, homie, you got this. She talked to the first girl and told her that she was gonna give her a maybe. And that didn't mean yes, and it also didn't mean no. So if she got a call from her by the end of the day, that meant that she was moving on to the next round. When the girl left, the judge started like screaming. She was just like, congratulations, oh my god, you made it. And I was just like, wait, what? And I was freaking out. I was like, can I hug you? Is that allowed? Because thank you so much. And I was freaking out, and I was like, well, what happens now? Like, what do I do? Because I had no idea what was going to happen in the second round. She told me to prepare 4 songs for the next audition. This audition was going to be held on Tuesday, so a couple days. So I didn't even know I was supposed to stay in Houston for 3 more days. I was then escorted to a different room. All of us had our cards and stuff, and it was so cool. I walked in, there was like 2 other people sitting there, and they were setting up their appointment. When I finally got to talk to the lady, I told her like what my name was, and she set up a time. My time for auditioning was at 11:50, and it was going to be at this recording studio. And I was just like, whoa, that's fancy. Here's the thing, when I went home that night, I was freaking out because I'm just like, I have no idea what songs to sing, because the casting agent had told me previously to pick 4 upbeat songs, and the songs that I asked her if I could go in with the song that I sang, and she said yes, but I would really like it if you would sing some more upbeat songs. And I ended up picking Attention by Charlie Puth, Issues by Julia Michaels, Your Song, the Ellie Goulding version, but written by Elton John. And then the last song I picked was I Feel It Coming by The Weeknd. Decided that I was going to start with Issues. I got to the studio an hour before I was supposed to go. This studio was like in the middle of nowhere. So my grandma and I were kind of just like, oh shoot, like the cab just left. What are we going to do? Because I went inside and they didn't even let my grandma in the building, because since I'm over 18, that means that she's not allowed to come with me. The cool thing was that since I came early, they just stuck me in earlier. And so I was waiting in line. I had brought a packet. They had made me answer like this 7-part questionnaire. It was like, first page is like about where I live, second page is about like stuff about me, like when did I start singing, who's your inspiration, are you in a serious relationship, who are your favorite artists, all this kind of stuff to get to know you. Then I was called in by this other guy who was going to escort me to the actual studio. I didn't have any nerves going in. I had practiced as much as I could with the time available, and I went in, and basically there's a big camera set up in the middle of the studio, and there's like 5 people in there, like casting agents, people that are working the cameras, people that are just there taking notes, people setting up your mics and stuff. And I sang my song. I wish I had more time to practice, honestly, because I feel like that was the problem. I wasn't prepared enough for this audition. They told me thank you for coming and to try out next year. It was kind of a bummer that I had to go home, because if I would have made that audition, then I could have been going to California, and that would have been so sick. But again, this was my second time doing it. So and my first time making it to the second round. So I was just so proud of like the work that I put in, and like the time that I spent there with my grandma was so much fun anyways. Like all in all, I had an amazing experience and I learned a lot. And so if I ever plan to do this again, which I really want to, I really would love to do this again, I know what to expect. If I was going to do this over again, I would go in with the song that I initially auditioned with, because I know that song inside out, and I know that I would have been more confident with it. And if they wanted me to sing another song, then I would have gone with Issues. Hopefully, if you're watching this and you're planning on auditioning, you get some insight and you kill it at your audition. Thank you guys again for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a like. And if you feel that I didn't answer any question, then be sure to leave a comment down below. I'd be glad to answer it. Anyways, I'll be leaving a link to all of my social medias very shortly. And also, if you want to keep up with me, be sure to turn that bell on to get all of my notifications for when I post. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!
My cherry cola, she gon' keep me sober. Never keep it closer, bubbly like a soda. Sweeter than the champagne, smoother than this Coltrane. Keep me from the Chardonnay, I'm just sipping one thing. She my cherry cola, she gon' keep me sober. Let me keep you closer.